welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I hate to do this. I really do. If you know me, you know that putting more red decks into the world is not my favorite thing to do. God knows we have enough of it, but I have to try this. This is insane. So, a little bit of background. William Huey Jensen is a world champion. I believe it was 2016, running those Teamer Energy decks that some of you may remember from Standard a few seasons ago now. He's a fantastic player, Hall of Famer, lots of accomplishments. A lot of pros from the MPL are streaming on Twitch now, and I've been watching some of those streams along with many others. And a lot of them have this red deck in the corner that's called Huey's Secret Deck that they don't play on stream and they don't talk about. And it's just hiding in the corner. And I always thought it was a joke because Huey Jensen is the last person I would ever associate with a burn deck. Huey Jensen, I got to know mostly from when he was racking up Grand Prix wins over and over with a blue-white Sphinx's Revelation deck with no win cons. Like, Elixir of Mortality or one Elspeth Planeswalker might be the only win con. And if you thought Teferi was an annoying win con, consider Elixir of Immortality, which basically shuffles the graveyard back into the library and itself. Therefore, the deck never ends. And that's the only way that they won. So, this is not a recent problem, this Teferi thing. This is a blue-white thing that's been part of Magic for a while, but I digress. Anyway, I associate Huey with control and mid-range, and this deck. This deck is designed to break and abuse the best of one hand starting algorithm. What you should be looking at is not this pile of red stuff, just basically all the cheap red cards you can fit. It's right here. 13 mountains. 13. Apparently, with some calculators I've seen, everybody is like running the hypergeometric calculator and trying to figure out with the starting hand smoothing algorithm of Arena how this works. Apparently, you are like 90% to have one land and 60% to have two in your opener. And the deck's designed to work at least long enough on one land that drawing the second land isn't out of the question. This really, to me, pushes the boundaries of Magic. Like, is this real Magic? Because you could not do this in paper. The hand smoothing algorithm is the only thing that does this. So this pushes the boundaries of how close is Arena, best of one Arena, as a digital card game to the actual card game we know as Magic. Or is it, you might call it an evolution. I watched an X-Men movie the other night. Is it an evolution of the game? Is it an abomination of the game? The controversy. People have feelings. I'm sure some of you will share them in the comments. But I have to go out and just play this and see how many lands we draw. I have not played this deck. You're going on this journey with me. Let's go. We have one land. We have the Spewer and the Light up the stage, which I think is how we try to get to land number 2. So this I take as a keep. And it looks like we're off to the races. Second land right off the top. Life is beautiful. And this will get shocked, I bet. Ta-da! Did it. I wonder if our opponent's on the same deck. Although they don't have any creatures yet, they're just sitting on burn spells. Well, I'm going to say go as well, because I don't want to expose my Lava Runner if it's just going to die. I would prefer to kill my opponent's stuff. Alright, here's a Firebrand. Okay. The opponent's willing to throw away a card to draw 2 cards with Light up the stage. That is fine with me. Somebody needs to tell the opponent that's not how card advantage works. Alright, well, we're flooding. I'm blown away. I could shock this. If I put out the Lava Runner now, it gets shocked. So I think I keep slow rolling this hand. With all this land, eventually I will get to dump this stuff. I'll just say go. We know our opponent's going to play a Firebrand and we can shut down the Spectacle. The shock will go to the face though. Now you're attacking me. Ta-da! Die. And the opponent will shock my face. Sure. Alright. I will lightning strike your face. Then we'll draw. We'll run the lava. We'll run the fanatical firebrand. Get in there. Shut him down. We will light the stage. Look at the lands. There's so many of them. Alright, I'll hold up the shock. We'll probably keep my opponent from playing a creep. Nope, nope. Not this opponent. This opponent plays creatures. This opponent will not be intimidated. Will not be bullied. Thing's dying. Alright. Land. Strike you. Flame you. Next turn we'll draw 2 cards, and then the turn after that we'll get a little bonus to all the damage that we deal. So as long as we don't draw land, we'll have 3 cards to try to do 10 damage. And with the Flame of Keld bonus, I has the faith. There's 1, 2, 3, and now we pass. The Wizard's Lightning, though, is awkward. Although I guess I can cast all this with the 5 lands. Turns out I'm going to need those 5 lands, everybody. Who would have thought? Okay. Bayashino Paromansa. My turn. Flame of Keld goes off. Shock you. Skewer you. Lightning you. It's over. Well, this one lander I don't think I can keep. I don't have a 1-drop creature or way to use light up the stage, or I would. So I think I have to mulligan that one. And this we can keep. As long as a lava runner doesn't die. Second mountain, I suppose we have to keep that as well. Go, lava runner. Next turn we'll just double Wizard's Lightning the opponent and smash face, I think. Is that how this deck works? Alright. Smash, smash, smash! May nothing stop us. The opponent on some kind of Drakes, it looks like. Maybe an Arclight Phoenix, which is back in vogue. I can't believe the lands draws. I can't believe it. So we got to 5 lands in game 1. We got to 3 lands here in game 2. If I get to 5 lands this game, I will probably simply lose the game. So, face. I'm going to hold for now. Okay. That stage can get lit. I'm curious if the opponent will block. Yes, they will. They must have more Drakes to come. So let's just get through it. Let's kill this one at least. Pass turn. There's other Drake. So now we have this risk of like dive down, spell pierce, which this could be of that version for sure. Let's go for the strike to face. I think it's time. And if the opponent has a spell pierce, I get to light up the stage. Resolves. Feels like a dive down then. Alright, let's light. I don't want to attack into a dive down and lose my lava runner, which might be important. Okay. Wow. Good read by the opponent there. Letting the lightning strike resolve. I probably would have spell pierced that lightning strike. But we're up to 4 lands now. And at this point, I think we're going to lose. Our opponent's clock can get faster than ours. I'm not sure what we could draw that would fix it. Flame of Keld would probably be too slow. The opponent's getting bold already. And a Terramander. Alright, Steamkin. But no attacks. Perhaps the lightning strike to face was a bit much. Perhaps the double Wizard's Lightning on turn 2 was a bit much. It's hard to say. I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed we got to 4 mana. This is mainly a land experiment. I don't even mind if I lose. I kind of want this deck to be bad. I don't want this to be the thing that everybody does. Alright, I'm going to hold on to this shock. See if we can catch an opponent going for lethal with a Pteramander or something. Yep. That's pretty good. Binning the Charter Course. I find binning Charter Course so hard to do, but I guess if you have enough of these Discovery-style Dirtle cards, you do what you gotta do. Much easier decision there. Alright, that's 8. If the Pteramander goes for it, it's lethal. But that's how they leak. Like, I have a shot now. That's the interesting thing, right? I have a shot now. Let's see what happens. Everybody in. Okay. Here it comes. I think that's all the opponent's mana, though. Alright. Down to 3. They didn't go for it. Do they have a lightning strike? Okay, they have a lightning strike. Good game. That's a safe way to play it. I like that. I like that. If I go for the shock, they can respond with a Pteramander, and that's lethal. Alright. Our opener has 3 land. I guess we try this. I keep it in most red hands. This one is interesting because I have a lot of cards in the deck that just doesn't do it. Like, I have a lot of weaker cards like Rigging Runner and Spear Spewer that are pretty bad top decks, but the idea is that everything's a must answer when you're red, and our opponent mulled to 5. This might be a sad game. But if this one Lava Runner dies, what am I doing? Highland Game. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. No bully, CGB. Oh. I has to. Alright, let's fire this shock upstairs so we get the extra damage off of our Lava Runner right away. We have 4 lands again. So far we've had 5 lands, 4 lands, and this is 4 lands so far. The science experiment is getting redonkulous. It's getting so crazy. 13 land deck. I'm getting to 4 mana more often than my Esper control deck does with 26. Alright, pass it on over. Alright, Big Green, play Gigantosaurus and beat me, please. I'm rooting for you. Frickin' Highland Game? Alright, just going to wait on that. I'm not going to do that end step. Try to get an idea of what I'm going to do this turn. Alright. So I guess I'll make the most mana efficient play, which is the Lightning Strike. Resolve that. Smash face. Smash, smash, smash. But I think that holding the bolts to make sure I'm clearing the way for my creature damage is a good idea. It would be nice if I draw more creature damage, of course. Okay. Use has this. Alright, let's strike it down. There's another creature. And I Pyromance you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Call it a bad Pyromance. The Bristling Boar still has 3 toughness. Unfortunately for the boar, it is still a roast piggy. Did somebody order some seared pork? Some barbecue pork. Getting there. Getting close. The slow grind of the red deck. And now force go from the opponent. That turn when you just know the red deck has it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, new green deck. You got caught in my experiment. But don't worry, I won't be the only red deck you face. You will learn. You will learn. Is this a one-lander that you keep? I don't have a light up the stage. But if I draw any land, my hand is pretty alive. Well, it's all part of the experiment, right? All right, get in there. Blue mana. My goodness. I mean, you hope to draw it. Ripping it off the top? Conspiracy theories? Shuffler conspiracy theories, anyone? You can opt now. I've shown you my plan. My plan is to hit the face. So go ahead, play your opt. You know what you need. You know what you must do. Now is the time. Opt yourself. Good job. Alright, more Arclighty Drakey things. And it looks like a lava coil is on tap. If our creatures die, it could be tragic, so I need to get these skewers out of my hand. Never mind. We just ripped Lava Runner like a boss, but there's nothing in the graveyard. Maybe it is better to get these skewers out and then Lava Run next turn. I think that makes sense, because if the Fanatical Firebrand dies, it's going to be hard to skewer. So, alright, your face. What's that? What's that over there? That's your face. Alright. Unloading. And now there's 2 spells in the graveyard, so Lava Runner comes down with haste. The opponent puts like a Terramander in the way, we shock it. Ah, main phase opt, huh? Okay. Okay, I see. I see, we're getting a little hot under the collar now. The dirtle is real. Just over here discovering. Keeps everything on top. They must feel something good about the deck. So if they have a Fiery Cannonade, I suppose that's bad, but it doesn't kill the Firebrand. So I will run out the Spewer. A way to get some indirect, some damage through without attacking, which is why Spewer makes the deck. Just power up that Spectacle every turn, buddy. Oh my goodness, you're going so hard on this stuff. This is... They've done too much nothing, too much nothing. It's so sad. Alright. Is that all you got? Let's send in the Firebrand. Let's send out the Pyromancer. Down to 3. And let's end the turn. Just gotta remember to use our Spewer and cast Shock, and another one bites the dust. And for the first time, we might be stuck on 2 lands, but I did keep a 1-lander, ripping the crucial land directly off the top, like a champion of Magic. And I shock ya. Hiya. Hadouken! Two Flame of Keld is pretty bad. No, if one of these were a light up the stage, I'd keep the hand. I think I'll mulligan it on the draw. Okay. Another one-lander. Still no light up the stage. I'm going to try it, though. All right. Land on top. Magic is easy, folks. Magic on easy mode. And it looks like we're up against gates, which is pretty easy mode, too. I like starting with the firebrand. Just get in there. Then I don't want to overexpose to Gates Ablaze. I'll probably play a Lava Runner, or I guess a Spirit Spewer. And then gas up for the Lava Runners to get hasty damage through. Yeah, I like that. So it's kind of awkward having a creature heavy draw against the Gates deck, which could Gates Ablaze as early as this turn. We also might lose to Plaza of Harmony, which is really annoying. Alright, Growth Spiral. What you got? Ding. Ding, ding, ding. He has a wiener. Alright. Let's shock the face. There's a Wizard's Lightning. But this turn, I want to do a Lightning Strike. Get that out of the hand. And then next turn, we can do like Lava Runner, Wizard's Lightning, or something like that. I'll just do this now. Whatever. We're trying to get our opponent to Gates Ablaze like two little bodies. So Gates in this matchup, they have to be on the play, which they are. And they have to, and I mean absolutely have to, draw some Plaza of Harmonies on the way. If they do that, they can win the match. And they can do it pretty darn well, too, to be honest. Let's get in there with one of our Lava Runners. And there's the Rigging Runner. If any of those things don't work out, it feels so bad. Like Gates loses in absolutely epic fashion. But as you see here, Plaza of Harmony, Gates Ablaze. The opponent's doing it so far. Alright, Lava Coil. There's a Ram. That is a very good card. Our opponent is at 12. We got to 3 lands. So I don't think that this Ram is ever going anywhere. Let's get in there. It's an easy mode block. And I don't think we can win. I don't think we can win. Our opponent hit all the right things. There's the Colossus. Here comes 6 to my nose. We shall never attack again. We shall die the following turn. I may as well... Well, I may as well hold this. I guess I could shoot down the Ram, but really don't want to. Alright. Hit you. Now remember, we can't block the Colossus. What a weird ability to tack onto this card. So somebody has to block the Ram at least enough to buy us another turn. It won't matter if there's a Gates Ablaze. It won't matter if there's a Plaza of Harmony. Those 2 cards are game over right now. So that is going to be 13 damage. So that is lethal if the opponent attacks with both things. They did attack with both things. See, because this has trample, so blocking it won't actually work. We'll go out with a little pizzazz. That holds priority. I wonder if the opponent has like Expansion Explosion or something like that. Alright. This hand has no 1-drops and a light up the stage, which means it's a mulligan. And now we have all creatures. Not really where the deck wants to be, but I guess 2 of them are firebrands. Let's swarm. Let's schmork. Let's get crazy. Boom. Show them what's up. Alright. Hiya. Opponent's touching their cards a lot. I think, yep, Moment of Craving. Now, we did attack with a creature, so we have options like double Rigging Runner, but I like going for Steamkin early. That's when it's at its most effective. The opponent may regret using that moment of craving if we can pump up a Steamkin. Acuity. Oh boy. Well, that's going to be fun. Alright, let's get one counter on this baby. Let's get in with this crew. And then let's use it to play a Rigging Runner and hope for no Kaya's Wrath, because I don't think we can play around it very well. And we do need to push the board, get damage through. Okay, second Acuity. Nice. No fourth land. Do you smell blood, team? I smell blood. How to play with this. So, the Lava Runner will not have haste. We don't have enough spells. The Rigging Runner we want to play post-combat. So something I can play pre-combat to push up the Steamkin would be the Pyromancer or the Lightning Strike. So I'll play the Pyromancer. Again, the opponent missing that land, we want to bash them as hard as we can. We won't win a very long game against double Acuity, so we got to get in there. We got to do the job. Let's crank out the mana. And let's bolt ya. So is it Wrath time? Doesn't look like it. It's a critical turn right there. Oh man. The opponent didn't even return the Acuities because it would involve discarding. Yeah, I'm sorry, opponent. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, Lava Runner, a reduced cost lightning, a skewer, a flame, 2 lands. We can try it on the draw. The draw is a sad place, but whatever. Looks like we get mono blue. Third land off the top. Why not? Really? Alright. So, that must die. Second Flame of Keld, worst draw in the deck. So let's activate Spectacle first. Then I'm going to skewer the critics and have Wizard's Lightning in response. If the opponent has a dive down. Looks like they do not. Should I focus on their creatures? I feel like I should focus on their creatures. That's a creature. Holy crap. Wow, lands. Alright. Let's see what the opponent has here. They didn't have a dive down last time. Do they have it this time? Let's go for Lightning Strike your Surge Mare. That pumps up the Lava Runner that eats the Surge Mare. Let's end the turn. I don't want to discard the Skewer just yet. I think the Skewer may have a part to play, for good or for evil. Like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Lava Runner in there. Our opponent showed us they didn't have a dive down last turn. That could have been a real blowout with the Surge Mare situation, but I took a gamble that they did not draw it, and it worked out. Here's my Pyro. We might see a counter here with an Essence Capture, or Wizard's Retort, I suppose. Let's do a Skewer the Critics. Let's keep killing your stuff. If they don't have creatures, they don't have game. Did you just draw a dive down now? Maybe you're going to Spell Pierce? Okay. Guess not. The deck absolutely needs a creature to have any tempo. It doesn't compete over a game if it can't do that. Now let's see if the opponent can counter this Flame of Keld. If they do, I'm actually in luck, as I do have another Wizard's Retort. This doesn't play around Spell Pierce, but if the opponent had that, we would have seen it last turn, I'm confident. And I think they... I guess they could have top decked it. That's all I can really say there. Alright, Lava Runner, get in there. Want some nice effects to go with this Flame of Keld. Let's light this stage. Okay. Sweetness. Spew. Spew. Firebrand. And go. Save the Wizard's Lightning till the Flame of Kel goes off. And this is going to be a flurry of damage like the world has never seen. Bang. Oh, it does 3 to me too. Good to know. I've never actually experienced. Bolt you. Yeah. That's how a Flame of Kel turn is done. We've got the light up the stage. We got a turn 1 spewer. Yeah. 2 land on the play. Hand is perfect. I may not even light the stage next turn. I may Firebrand Rigging Runner. But we will see. Okay, the opponent with a land, go. So yeah, I think that this is a good spot for a Firebrand Rigging Runner. Rigging Runner is like a god in a world of tiny creatures. Just demands removal. And the opponent without a shock here means they're sitting on like Lightning Strike or something like that. There you go. So that's 2 mana for 1 mana, which is just fine. So now what? Let's Spectacle first. This is part of the glory of Spear Spewer as well. Is you get to light up the stage before attacking, which really works with cards like Rigging Runner in your deck. So we have 1 spell in the graveyard. That means I want to shock my opponent to get 2 spells in the graveyard so that these Lava Runners are hasty boys. And this is going to be a lot of lava running. There's going to be a Lava Runner convention next turn. 3 mana. Is it a Chain Whirler? The opponent really needs one. Just the first strike body would be pretty huge. Alright, Pyromancer. That turns on Wizard's Lightning. Who's the target? Our friend the Lava Runner. I'm not surprised. Runaway Steamkin. Alright, that's fun. Let's play you. Pump it up. Let's get your Pyromancer off the board. Let's do that damage thing. Could always wait till end step and plan to block Firebrands and things like that. But I don't like clicking. I don't like too many mouse triggers. Here's our opponent's Steamkin. Here's our opponent's other Steamkin. They've been slow rolling Steamkins. Alright. Here is my Lava Runner. Let's go. And then if we attack with everybody, the opponent's just put in this bad spot of how to block. So I'm going to do with that. Gonna do it like that. The opponent wants to trade with a Lava Runner. Alright. Zap. That's game. Putting the lethal on by putting 1 more counter on the Runaway Steamkin. We went first. It was all uphill from there. A little awkward with double Rigging Runner and no Hasty Threat, but I think this is a keep. I think we do play this on turn 1. So, alright. Let's try it. I haven't turn 1 Tundra Wolfed in a while. Tundra Wolves, a very old card. I think Ice Age, it was first printed, a white mana for a 1/1 first striker, which is basically what Rigging Runner here is in this situation. Tundra Wolves I would call one of my pet cards because I very much wanted a Tundra Wolf as a pet. Okay, land go. So let's get in there. And I believe the right play is the Steamkin, just in case the opponent can't deal. Because if the opponent can't deal, Steamkin go crazy. So the Godless Shrine, are we up against Esper Control? That's usually what a Godless Shrine means these days. And there's the Thought Erasure. Light up the stage or Flame of Keld, but either way, we're going to get to pump up our Steamkin and bash next turn. And it looks like we're even going to get our Flame of Keld out there. Looks like Esper Control, based on that Chemister's Insight. So, would I rather have a 2/2 First Striker or a Wizard? A Wizard is much better with a Wizard's Lightning. We're not going to get to be able to haste it. We don't have enough creatures. I could hold back the Flame of Keld for a turn. The opponent won't be able to hold up counter magic this whole game. I think I can really, like, go out to the board here, and if the opponent ever, and I mean ever, taps out to wipe the board or kill something, we Flame of Keld. So, yeah, I like this. Steamkin's also out of Cry of the Canarium range, which is another influencing factor. Shockland. Ooh. Alright, that's pretty desperate. The real question is, there's Kaya's Wrath from here. And here we go. Crucial turns approaching for the Esper player. Vraska's Contempt is not Kaya's Wrath or Cry of the Canarium. No, it is not. We did not draw a spell. I don't love that. I think that what I do here is attack in. It's lethal next turn if they don't deal with the Flame of Keld or the creatures, so I'm going to hold. And I'm going to hold these for next turn. The Pyromancer's ability does extra damage next turn. The Fanatical Firebrand I don't want on the board. It does extra next turn if there is not a sweeper here. So a bunch of little 1 mana, 1 power nerds trying to save the world. We don't want to play any of these first. Absorb gains 3 life. This is a lethal board as it is. Make the opponent respond. There's a Mortify. Here's a Shock. Game over. Too many cheap threats for the Esper deck to even try to keep up with. Alright, wow. That was a quick 7 wins, 2 losses, with a 13 land deck. I get a Seraph of the Scales for my trouble. I did need a 4th one. Excellent. Now I can spam that in a number of decks I enjoy playing. And cool. For those of you keeping track at home, our land draws were like this. Keep notes. 5 lands in game 1, then 4 lands, then 4 lands, then 2 lands, then 3 lands, then 2 lands, then 5 lands, then 3 lands, then 3 lands. Sounds like a reasonable sample from just about any aggro deck with about 20 land, but because of this frickin' rigged hand smoothing algorithm that we're dealing with, you can run 13 land, and not a single time did I have 0 lands after mulls to 6, and I never mulled to 5. I had, I think, 2 mulls to 6, and both, I believe, had a land in the opener. So, yeah, controversy. Are we still playing Magic? Or are we doing something else? Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.